What's up, gamers? This is Scratch, and I've got a video here for you. This is going to be talking about backwards compatibility in the Xbox 360 games that you can play on your Xbox One, which is pretty awesome. And this is part of my video series, Welcome to Xbox One, which I'm doing through this holiday season and into the next year, as I've stated in my previous videos. But in case you don't watch those, I want to tell you about the same thing each time. And if you have watched them, you get to hear it again. So basically what this is going to do, kind of show you the ropes, get you acquainted and familiarized with Xbox and what's going on so that you know what to do and know how things work and find your way around, and welcome to the community. We are glad to have you. So I hope you're getting a Seagate for Christmas or for New Year's or Hanukkah or whatever it is that you celebrate that has gifts involved, because you're going to need one, because between EA Access, if you haven't seen the other video, go ahead and check that out. And then now backwards compatibility, plus all of the game deals that are going on right now into the next year, the countdown sales, there's 30, 40, 50, 60, 70% off of games. It's crazy. Your hard drives are going to fill up quick. And I say Seagate because Seagate pays me a whole lot of money to say Seagate. And they send me a whole bunch of free Seagate t-shirts and hats and hard drives and USB sticks with their branding on it and stuff for free all the time for saying that. So that's not really true. They don't do that, but that would be cool because I'm already going to need another one, because I have filled up a 4 terabyte, as you can see right here. You're looking at Xbox 360 for a world of Keflings, a kingdom for Keflings, and as we go down through here, we're going to see these are rare replay, so they say rare replay on the top, but this Banjo-Kazooie is part of the backwards compatibility, and it's all done with the branding strip of Xbox 360 on the side. So you're probably wondering, what games can I download? How do I get them? And how do I know, or whatever. So here's the scoop on that. So we go to My Games and Apps, and then if we go all the way over to the right, My Games and Apps can be found from the main page all the way at the bottom. Just pull the trigger. And I'm going to go all the way down through my games here, and we're going to go, as you can see, you can tell why I've filled it up. So right over here, I own Joyride Turbo on the 360 digitally. So it shows up in here as ready to install. So we're going to do that just right now while I explain something to you here. So that's going down. That's going to be in the queue, and you can see it's installing there. So anyways, all of your 360 games that you own digitally are going to show up all the way over on the right of the Games tab as ready to install. So if you own it digitally on that account, it's ready to install. You just download it like I'm doing here. We're going to wait just a second. Hopefully it doesn't take too long. And then you can just download all of them. Any games that are on the backwards compatibility list, which can be found right down here in the description below. Any games that are in the backwards compatibility list that you own on a disc, you simply just put the disc in and it'll read it and install it. And, and then you need the disc to play it, because that's where your license resides when it checks it and everything. And then you can play your games. You can load your save files. So that's what we're going to take a look at here as soon as Joyride Turbo is done installing. So let's just fast forward to that. Okay, so that is now all downloaded. So we're going to jump down here. Actually, I can probably see if I can sort this. Recently, maybe updated. Yep. So we're going to go to Joyride Turbo right here. I just changed it to recently updated. You can sort your list here to recently used, sort by size if you're trying to free up space because you didn't get a hard drive, even though you're probably going to want to get one. And maybe you got the 1 terabyte console. That's pretty cool. I kind of wish I had one of those, but that'll probably be my next purchase. Make sure it has a 1 terabyte console. But anyways, I'm going to go to recently updated, and I'm going to check out Joyride Turbo. So we're going to load it up. I played this game on the 360 previously. So we're just wait for it to load, and now as you can see, it's loading up as if it's an Xbox 360. It acts just like it, and that's because it's running on like an emulator on the system on the Xbox One. So I still get my notifications. As you can see, Doomweevil is online. But I'm really, if I press both of these buttons right here, make sure you can see that. That would be the menu button and the back button traditionally. Start and select. aka Scratch signed into Xbox Live, so it's showing me the 360 notification there. But if we press that, it's going to bring up the guide. So we're going to see that I have friends, messages, games, my profile and preferences. You have less settings here because you're not actually on a console. But you can actually chat, be in party chat, and do everything as if you were on an Xbox 360. So that's kind of cool. But we're just gonna press A to start, and it uses an autosave feature, and we're gonna say that's fine. And what we're gonna do here is look and see that if I go into the championship series, you can see that I don't have anything unlocked. I don't have the 100 HP or any of that stuff unlocked. Even though I've played it, I don't have it unlocked because my save file is not on this Xbox. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go out of here, and then I'm gonna be right back, and we're gonna jump over to the 360, and I'm gonna show you how to get that save file here. 1 second. Okay, I've loaded up my 360 here, and as you can probably see, you just saw the last thing there warning me that I had signed in on another console. That's just a security feature to let me know that I was on another console, which really I wasn't technically on another 360, but I was on the emulator. So I'm just going to go up here to, let's just jump into games. We'll go to my games here, and wait for that to load. And we're gonna, let's show me sort by recent. So Joyride Turbo was recent, even though I didn't play it on a 360. That's pretty cool. It's still here. It's letting me know that these are Xbox One compatible, which is kind of cool. So you can look through your library and see what you have. But I'm going to go ahead and launch Joyride Turbo here on the 360, and we'll take a look at what the differences are. So I've disconnected from Xbox Live because I have an update, so we'll let that do its thing. Maybe that's a backwards compatibility update. I'm not quite sure, and I'm not even sure if I can move my save over with this game. I did have trouble with Super Meat Boy working that way, but some games the save goes over and you don't have to do this. For example, Battleblock Theater had all of my stuff unlocked and opened as if I had the save file in the cloud. So we'll check this out here. So that's just letting me know that I signed in, which of course I know I signed in, and it's syncing your cloud storage, downloading save games. Okay, so I hit start, I hit OK, and I don't want to use the cloud save game, I want to use the Skynet. Skynet is the name of my hard drive on my 360. Some of you might know what that means, but anyway. So if I go here, you can see I have the 200 horsepower unlocked, and I have, excuse me, I have everything done in the Proving Grounds, Big Block Brawl, and everything like that. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get out of here, and we're gonna go back to Xbox Home, and yes, I know that ends my session. And then we're gonna jump over here to the power of the cloud. So we're gonna just RB, you guys probably know this, but we're just gonna RB over to settings, and we're gonna go down to system, and we're gonna go to storage. And it's coming. Okay, so now I'm going to pick Skynet, and then I'm going to go to Games and Apps, and I'm going to go all the way down to, where are we at here? Just trigger your way down. Right there, Joyride Turbo. So we're going to select that. And then I have a saved game here, and then a saved game that's actually my save game. I think the other one might be my daughter's or something like that. So we're gonna click there, and we're gonna copy that, and I'm gonna copy that to my cloud saved games. And it already has a saved game for Joyride Turbo. Do I want to replace this existing item? And in this case, I'm going to say yes, because the reason it already has one is because I booted it up on my Xbox One first. So it has the initial save game that I haven't done anything on. So I need to delete that and get rid of it. So I'm just going to do it right here. So we're going to say yes. And the copy is in progress. And if I go back now, your save games will be automatically uploaded later, which we're not going to wait till later. We want it there now. And then if I want to, I can go back out here. We can look at the cloud save games and see what I have in the cloud here. So I have the Joyride Turbo save game right there. So that's it. That's all we have to do. Now we just have to go back to the Xbox One, which we'll do in just a second. But I do want to say, for those of you who are definitely probably going to ask me about the Community Ambassadors background that I have, I got that a long time ago. It used to be a prize that you could win as an award or reward or whatever you want to call it for being part of the Xbox Community Ambassador program, which I talk about quite often. And I have a pin on my hat, a pin that you might be able to win someday. Just keep that in mind. But I got that a long time ago, and I don't believe it's any longer available. And I just have it downloaded, and I'm one of the lucky few, I suppose. So I will be right back. We're going to jump back over to the Xbox One, so sit tight. Alright, so we're back over on the Xbox One. I've got Joyride Turbo all loaded up, so I'm just going to press A to select it. And I'm going to go in and it's going to log me in. I'll probably get a warning saying that I was last signed in on another console again, which again is just a security feature that it does or whatever. So it's booting up here. It'll take just a second to come up, and then it should pull down from the cloud, and I should have my save file with all my stuff unlocked, and I can continue just like I did on the Xbox One, or I'm sorry, on the 360. So let's just cross our fingers and hope this worked. Which I'm sure it did. Moment of truth. Here we go. Mild fantasy violence. Last signed in on another console, and it's downloading saved games. And when I press A, it tells me that it uses an automatic save. And it's loading and loading and loading. And here we go. So we click on the Championship Series, and now you can see that everything is unlocked. Well, everything I had unlocked is now unlocked compared to what it was before. So there you go. That's all you have to do. That's how you load everything over. Just get on your 360 and push those saves up to the cloud if you haven't already. I think you get 2 gigabytes now. And a word on hard drives I wanted to run back to, because I know I was jokingly talking about that earlier. If you guys are wondering what the requirements are for a hard drive on the Xbox One, it just needs to be a minimum of 200 and let me just make sure I got this right. Minimum of 256 gigabytes or more, and uses USB 3.0. I use a Seagate that happens to be 4 terabytes. That's how I have all those games downloaded that you saw earlier. And my Seagate, one thing when you're buying a USB, you want to pay attention to how they're powered, because my particular Seagate that I have is in more of a permanent location. So it actually has external power and is not powered through the USB, but the ones that are powered through the USB will work on the console. It's just a matter of preference. The ones that have a power plug are probably a little bit less portable, and they have the same type of nomenclature in their product descriptions to define that. You know, you'll see things labeled like portable or whatever the case may be. So if you're looking for those, that's pretty much all you need to be looking for. You can choose your favorite brand or whatever and fill it up. I mean, at this point you've spent $30 and you're downloading all these EA Access games. That's going to fill up a bunch of it. You're going to get a lot of mileage out of a good large hard drive. Is not a bad thing to buy. So thank you guys for watching. If I missed anything, or if you have any questions, comments, or whatever, please feel free to reach out. You can also check out Xbox support and talk with an Xbox Community Ambassador, which I will link what the Ambassador program is down in the description, in case you had no idea what I was talking about when I was showing you the pin on my hat and the background on my 360. I will have a link in the description that talks about what that is. It's a pretty awesome program for a pretty awesome product. So I will catch you guys in the next video, and thanks for watching, and thanks for your support. Welcome to Xbox One.